Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's a big day for us. Today's the day that we pick up our piglets. So pretty excited about that. We're gonna head out shortly to get them. But the first thing we gotta do is we gotta get this coop ready for them. Last year I put them in our coop that we use for turkeys for the first, couple, 3 weeks while they just get accustomed to their new environments. And then I will move them to the big pen behind this where we had them last year. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna prep the coop. I'm gonna take the roosts down that the turkeys use and make a little pallet shelter in there. This thing's completely covered and secure, but just a little place where they can hide so they think they're getting away from stuff and that. So I'll bring you along, check it out. So like I said, we use this coop for our turkeys. This coop's 10 feet by 10 feet. It's gonna be plenty big enough for 3 pigs for a couple weeks. I'm just gonna reinforce it a little bit. This roost here, I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take these roosting sticks out. And then in the corner over there, I'm gonna put a couple pallets, just to create a little cove for them to hide, get some straw down. And yeah, they should be good to go for the first couple weeks here on the homestead. All right, so I just did a real quick rake out and shoveled out some of that stuff that was left over from the turkeys. There wasn't much in here from last fall. And the piglets will root this up for me real nice. And when we bring our new batch of turkeys in August, they will, it'll be nice and rooted up for them already. And chickens, you guys are gonna have some neighbors here. You're gonna have some neighbors. Be nice to them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab some pallets. I got a couple pallets in the back. Right here in the corner, I'm just gonna make a little hutch. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. And that'll just give them a little area to run and hide, because they're small yet. But as you can see, this whole thing's covered. This is well built for them. And they will only be in here a couple weeks before we transfer them out to our big coop. And we'll show you that when we do it. So you can kind of see here what I'm talking about. Just 2 pallets. Well, actually it's only a half pallet, but use what you got, right? So the pigs will be able to run in there. They'll have a little hiding space right in there, and we're going to put some straw down in there for them. And well, I'll probably just throw an old scrap piece of plywood on top just to give them a little cover. Again, we're only trying to make them secure here. This whole building is secure as it comes, but just for the first couple weeks. and we will get them used to us and we'll get used to them, and then we'll move them out into their bigger coop. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to throw a couple screws in this just to hold it together and throw a top on it, and I'll show you when we're done. Putting some straw down for them. Again, just throw it in here. They're going to move it around where they want it anyway. So I got all the hay we use, not straw. Put hay in there for them to bed in. There's the doorway again. I'll pull a little out there so they lead them in. Like, this whole little thing is only held together by like 2 screws. So this ain't built to, you know, any kind of support. It's just somewhere for them to hide. So I'm gonna go ahead, I got a scrap piece of plywood. I'm gonna throw it on top, and this will be done. I can get their water, I can get their feeder set up, and we can take off and go get them. Couple screws just to tack this in. So that's it, it's all done. Again, nothing special, takes 15 minutes. There's about 4 screws in that whole thing, and just pallets laying around and plywood laying around. Door for them there. Then they've got the bigger coop. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get the waterer set up, I'm gonna get the feeder set up, and yeah, we'll be off to go get the piglets. All right, food and water's all set for them. I just have this homemade feeder that I made, basically just out of scrap wood. Used it for a couple years now. The top lifts up, you can dump your food in it, and then the top goes down. That way they don't waste as much, rain as much on the ground. While they're small, that works great. And then obviously we just got plenty of fresh water for them there. So yeah, we're all set. Let's go get some piglets.
Oh, they're skittish.
Yeah, they always are.
Look how they're. He's got a pitchfork right there. Trying to get him back in the coop.
Well, let's help him.
He's got. Oh, you can't. He says I got something.
Caps. Ray, is there something we can do to help you? This one's gonna lay here.
That one's happy right there.
Here's the piglets.
Everybody got loose.
I think you just decided that's a good spot, Zanny.
You'll be chasing that one around all day. Oh, she don't like it either.
Yep. Some newborns.
I got your,
Yeah, I'll have the door open. We got them home. We're gonna take them out of this crate here, and I'm gonna get them in their coop, get them some water and some food.
here. This one doesn't want to go. Come here. I got you this time. I'm gonna let Tracy get the last one. Grab it by its back legs. There they are, finally home.
Want some food?
They'll have some water.
It's okay. It's okay.
Mrs. Crooked Acres trying to hand feed them. Well, I think we'll give them some time. Let them calm down a little bit in their new environments. We'll check back on them in a little while. All right, everyone. It's been a few hours. They're doing just fine. They don't necessarily love me being in the coop with them, but yeah, they're getting good. They drank a bunch. They started rooting a little bit already. They're eating food, so they're all set. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.